Hey there, guys, and welcome to another Factorio Base Tour. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me. And this base is quite a bit different than the ones we normally go over. Typically, I do base tours of like really grand, super mega base um, maps, and this is not. But this is it's really interesting. It is by no means I don't mean it's bad or anything by saying that. So this is a map from Nibbloid, who is a fairly long time member of my community and supporter of the channel. And this is a map he sent me where he and a friend built this with the idea of wanting to have everything on the map onto one belt. However, they later had to upgrade, it looks like, to 2 yellow belts or maybe 2 red belts. And it's it's really quite interesting. So we take a look at the map here. There's a few things we'll notice right off the bat. This is where we are. We'll take a very more closer look here. Is there's outposts, and something that's quite interesting is they're all belted, and they are surrounded in walls, which is something that I don't see very often. The biters are on, and based on the fact that they're walled in on the belts, I would imagine that they are not peaceful mode. They have some nice labels here. I am on the latest version of Factorio 1.1. I think 11 maybe at this point. I'm not sure exact subversion, but if we take a look here, I'm not actually sure quite where to start because this is definitely a spaghetti base. Um, we have some smelting. I'm not sure if this is the actual start of things. It looks like maybe it is. Very low amount of science. You can see they're slowly cranking through lasers here. And like I said, this is very much not a mega base or anything like that. It's actually kind of similar to the base tour I did of my first base. So we have some steam power here, some very basic steam power, pumping the water directly into the boiler. Nothing wrong with that. And then one here that's not connected. It looks like one was supposed to go here, maybe got killed or removed or something. And then we come over here. I'm trying to find the start of things, but you can see all this is on a belt. So, you know, you can see circuits and pipes on here, ammo, wire, explosives, gates. Everything is flowing through here. And they have some filter inserters here, just, you know, in case some circuits get on the science belt. Even the science is all on one belt. And we have, I guess, maybe a little mini bus here, just kind of around the outside. Even the ammo for the turrets looks to be supplied off of this one belt, which is quite interesting. And then we have some chests, tons of chests full of stuff here. So the explanation Nibbloid gave me is that they had that there's like a section or sections that they called filter zone TM. I remember, you know, that they set up to pull congested items off the belt, and there's no circuits. It's all done manually with filter inserters. So that maybe right there was part of that. I'm just kind of following the belts around here. You know, we have, you know, like here, pulling coal off some walls, which then cycle out this way and come out all the way up to there, which we'll follow here shortly. A bit of a, yeah, so I think this is probably the filter zone, I imagine. So everything kind of goes through here. There's no special filter splitter stuff going on because this map was made definitely before this was a feature, I believe. And this is pulling off like steel circuits, copper onto this belt, which then sends it around here, you know, which is then sent around to make solar panels and then come through here, and it's just a whole hodgepodge. You see some coal on there, some gears, most of the stuff we already looked at, wire, more coal and stuff. They have this one yellow belt. I'm guessing that's not intentional. It's kind of slowing things up, but it's pretty funny. This is just stockpiling pipes, I'd assume, just kind of for them to grab from when they need it. Sulfur, this is loading basically any type of ammo can grab into this turret. We have some very, very basic small amount of steel smelting here, some iron smelting. These power poles are making me a bit uncomfortable, I will admit. The wires on these power poles, oof, they make me a little uncomfortable, a little anxious, but this is producing, it looks, at least all the way up to blue science, because we have blue science here. We have military science, of course. some sulfur production. This is very much what I would consider spaghetti base. So following this belt around, it kind of weaves in and out all over the place. And then kind of goes around the outside of the base. If we come this way, they do have some solar fields going, which is good. If we take a look at the power, it's using about 11 megawatts or so, almost split between some solar panels and some steam engines. And then if we kind of look farther down, so they have their oil set up here, some ironstone temple. This looks like, I'm not sure if this is names they assigned or not. Probably, I would assume so, since it's a tag. So this comes over. A lot of these belts are dried up, but slowly some stuff coming all over this way. And then we're going to run over here. There is no... I don't have armor, because I'm a new character on the map. But, yeah, this is, like I said, this is a very different base tour than I normally do. But I thought, it would be a fun one. And I don't... like I said, I'm not in the habit of doing base tours of this type of base. But it's different than we have done. And I thought it would be kind of interesting to look at, one of these things where just literally, like, everything is thrown on a belt or two and sent around the base. with no circuits or anything. That's definitely my style, the no circuits. We do have a bit of an outpost here, actually. So, South Hoboken. We have some copper smelting, and that's being mixed. The copper plate is being mixed with the iron ore, which is pretty hilarious. And then, of course, the iron smelting. This looks like it's potentially just an ammo outpost. Although it is sending some of the other stuff down this way. We do have big biters, looks like, on the map. In terms of upgrades, they have a decent amount of upgrades here for their turrets. They obviously don't have lasers unlocked yet. That's what's being done currently. So walls and stuff are coming through here. Now, I don't see any robots or anything, so obviously the walls are just part of the mix of stuff that's coming through here, not really used for anything actually in this area. Bit of a zigzag belt here coming down. There's a hole in the wall here, which could be a problem. I do like how they've worked their walls into the cliffs and built kind of around the cliffs a bit. This is the one advantage to cliffs, is they do make a nice natural barrier where you can not wall in, although they did anyway just to be safe, but you can definitely use cliffs to your advantage. Come over here, a bunch of gates. I don't know if this was like an old system before it expanded out or something. So we have more iron and copper here. I think these are just outposts, but I'll run up here anyway. Interestingly, they've not mixed the iron ore with the copper ore coming down. Maybe you figured, although there is some piercing ammo and some walls mixed in here, interestingly. Maybe they just figured they needed the throughput or something of a full belt, or it's just happenstance. Yeah, this comes around here. We have some turrets kind of just in the middle here. And again, keep in mind, this is a very early base of theirs that, that would just be fun. Take a look at. Coming up here, there's actually I've apparently aggroed them by walking by. This could be a problem, because there's actually no turrets over here. I actually liked, it's kind of a river right here, or a very elongated lake. I would assume it's a lake, seeing as it ends here, but yeah, this is kind of a really nice feature. I actually really like this map. And then if we come up, again, this is just an outpost, but just kind of take a look at it here. Interesting mining setup with all the belts going just like side loading onto other belts instead of the miners mining directly onto the main belts here. Looking back at the base, we'll do this map view since they do have radar coverage. Just kind of look through everything we may have missed. So the labs are kind of just scattered hodgepodge around. There's some mixed in here with some more steam power. And 2 pumps here for the water. Green science, which does look to be starved of inserters, which looks to be starved of circuits. So this flows through here. This looks like to be an old coal patch, potentially. And trying to find some other stuff, some engine production here. It looks kind of like just one off of each thing. So like one engine production unit, one red circuit production unit, a couple blue science. No, there's another one down here. some circuits here, rockets. I'm not sure if this circuit these circuits here, are these the only circuit producers in the base, potentially? I think they might be. So, oh, no, there's another one right here, but doesn't have any iron by the looks of it. So yeah, this is very interesting. I'm not, you know, like I said, it's very early base. You know, Nibbloid even said not sure why they really decided to build like this. They just did, and I like stuff like this. I like just that it's spaghetti. I like that it's natural. You can just kind of tell how they just crammed stuff in wherever they could fit it and just kind of built as, you know, without like any real plan, which I think is interesting. I really do find these kind of bases intriguing. And really interesting to look at for sure from time to time. So I think that's going to do it, guys. It's a very short base tour. It's a very small base. I do have several more base tours lined up. One of them is a huge, massive science per minute production base. So very, very different than this one. But yeah, definitely looking forward to those. I actually have a base review that I plan to put out here in the next few days, hopefully, which is going to be a bit different. Not quite a base tour, but an actual base review where I specifically critique things and help, you know, try to give some advice on issues that the owner of the safe is having and stuff. So should be interesting there. I think that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully I didn't miss anything super important that Nibbloid wanted me to look at. I do love these accumulators, how they look at night. I think I covered most stuff. It looks like they're throwing, yeah, some copper wire on the on the belt here to the circuits, and then more turrets kind of just scattered in different areas. It's like another area where they're just kind of pulling things off for no particular reason. These are just kind of sitting here taking everything. I guess maybe when they just need stuff is kind of how they're doing that. Some more steam power here, which has the water actually piped all the way from somewhere, all the way from over here, it looks like, which is very, very funny. I love it. Like I said, I really find these bases quite intriguing. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. This is built on the ore patch. Yikes. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'd love to hear your thoughts down below. You know, I think these bases are cool, and definitely I look forward to the next base tour. I should have some time to do that next week. And the base review as well, which will be coming up here. Anyway, if you did enjoy it, a like is much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to keep up with all the new content. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.